Hi guys, thank you for joining me for another shave and scent of the day. Today, Stirling Soap Company Almond Creme. Beautiful almond, sweet, creamy. It smells like marzipan. If you've ever had that, just makes your mouth water. Beautiful, beautiful soap. My brush is going to be my Stirling 26mm Finest Badger. Aftershave, Tangerine Dream by Dr. John's. Vanilla, mango, tangerine, menthol. Wonderful, wonderful splash. And the weapon of choice today will be my Wester Brothers Fraternity 33. I'm not looking for a BBS shave today. I'm just looking for a serviceable shave just to get the hair off of my face. I've got a couple of blemishes, one right here and one right here that I'm hoping not to open up, but I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I'm going to be very easy on it. I'm not going against the grain or anything like that. I'm basically just going to go with the grain, and then I'll go across the grain on my cheeks, and then probably just go with the grain again here. Like I say, I'm just trying to get the hair off so I feel a little bit better. So we've got soaking water on here that I'll add to my face as always. Stirling soaps are super slick soaps. Really, really good value. Relatively inexpensive for a ton of soap. It's 5.8 ounces. That's a bunch. Where the traditional, most of the soaps are around 4 ounces. This is 5.8. And I think a tub of this goes for about 14 bucks. So you really can't beat that. And let's get in here. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I'm having a pretty lazy Sunday. Wife and kids, we all went out in the backyard and got the sleds going. Just fun. We don't have very much snow here right now, which is definitely not traditional for February in Maine, but we found the spot with the most snow and went with that. Good times. I can't say enough about this brush. If you've never tried it, please do. It is my favorite of those that I own, and I don't own a ton of brushes, but I really do love this one. It's just got the perfect amount of gel tip softness at the end with backbone. It's just a wonderful brush. I've said it a million times and I will continue to. So go buy one. If enough of you buy one and leave comments below, I'll stop talking about it. Scent is so beautiful, it really does make your mouth water. If you like almond, sweet almond, marzipan, I highly recommend it. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Really nice performance. Sorry, just locking in the focus there. I can see that it's getting really bright and dim on my display here, so. That's beautiful. Nice thick cushiony lather. You can see it's getting some nice sheen to it. Might add just a touch more, push it a little bit. This is a straight razor today, so I want it as absolutely slick as possible. Ooh, there's a good one. All right. I didn't get any of this in my mouth yet, so I can't give you a tasteometer reading. All right, Wester Brothers, Fraternity 33, honed by Frank at Strike Gold Shave. Please go by and see him, strikegoldshave.com. Check out his soaps, aftershaves, his honing service, gold dollar razors he sells as well. Really good. Get sideburn lined up, and then I'll put a good stretch on. There we go. That edge just glides. And every time I put on the stretch with a straight razor, I hit the opposite shoulder. Good stretch. Trying to get that skin as taut as possible so you can get a good taut flat surface to work with. Help keep from cutting yourself. Here you just do like that to stretch that skin out. I've been trying to work on my angle. Trying to get, you see if it's straight up and down here. I'm trying to get about the spine's width right here, about that much away from my skin. And I think that's about a nice cutting angle there. So from here straight up, it's going to be about that much. So like straight up and down is this, and then about a width is about that much. So I'm trying to get that angle a little better. That's something I'm working on. Working on stretching my skin too. Sometimes I forget as I'm going, and you know, it's not a good place to be in. So there we go. So once again, just kind of line up where I want this line to be. I don't want to stretch first because it kind of distorts the line that I'm looking for. So I just kind of be real careful getting that first line and then stretch up. Yeah, nice. Stretch again. Try to turn better so you guys can see. You can see nice stretch, and then here I get another good stretch and go back this way. So a little grab there as I was starting, but I don't think it cut in. It's really, for me, it's tough to come in and talk while I'm doing this and stretch and try to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. So bear with me, please. Here, I can stretch. There we go. think my tendency when I'm getting my angle is to go further out, where it's really just kind of scraping over instead of cutting the way that it's supposed to be. So that's what I'm working on. And you can definitely feel a difference when you when you get it right versus when you don't. This edge is so sharp that it doesn't really hurt or tug or anything, but you can just feel just a little bit differently how the blade goes through the hair. It's when you get the angle right, it's just easier. It just falls through the hair, and when you've got the angle a little too far, it's just a little harder to get through the hair. When you get it right, you'll know. It's easy to tell. All right, I'm stretching my bottom lip here. You can also kind of stretch this way too, along with that, and that really gets it tight. So. There we go. When you get down past this flat spot, the tendency is to kind of dig in right here. So you have to really be careful with that spot, or, take it from a different angle. You could go like this from here and then maybe change to, going this way and then the opposite way there, if that's more comfortable for you. It's just something that, it's a personal preference. You just have to work on it. Whatever works best for you, go for it. Me, I'm still pretty new into this, so I'm still trying to find out what works best for me. So, I just keep practicing. Here, I tend to stretch right here and then go in this way. It gives me a nice flat surface right there to work with. You can also stretch up here, and that will help get that jawline. Just stretch, go through there. All the while trying to move your arm as much as you can, and try not to, change your wrist angle. It can get away from you pretty quickly. So you just try to set your angle and then kind of pull your elbow. You can't really see. I'll see if I can move back like this, and then just kind of, you're using your elbow to steer where you're going. That's what works for me. Once again, I'm still not perfect, so I'm still learning stuff. Basically, every time I shave, the learning curve would probably be quicker if I didn't show you guys every time I do it, but, I told you from the beginning I'd show you all of it, and I will. If I kind of show you guys my growing pains, maybe it will help you, those that want to change over and try straight. Certainly doesn't hurt to have good people to talk to on forums, social media, that kind of thing. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of knowledge that are glad to give it to you if you just ask. There we go. Good first pass. Yes, it takes me a while. It does. I know that I'll get better as I keep going, but I'm getting good shaves, so hope you don't mind these super long videos. And on the days that I don't have time to do a straight razor shave, I just go with a DE shave. No big deal. Instead of trying to fly through one and not learning and hurting myself, it's probably best to do it this way. Get that. Great stuff. Woo, there's a big one. No trouble making this kind of lather with Stirling soaps. And they have like, I don't know, 17, 19,000 different scents out there. So you're sure to find something that you like. They also do a ton of samples. And they have sample tins that you can put those in. So you can try a lot of stuff out without investing too much money. All right, here my goal is just to get it a little more smooth. The hair is already gone. You know, I could go with the grain again, and that will take more off. But you know, if I go across the grain, I'm going to be able to get a little closer without obviously going against the grain, but just to make it a little smoother than it would be just going down. So that's what I'm doing here. So I just give a little stretch at the ear here. And then the stretch for my cheek is just blowing air into my cheek. Like that. And that just kind of makes everything a little flatter. Less chance of digging in with the blade, which I absolutely don't want to do. And then you can stretch. Get this jawline. I just stretch. You can see how it pulls that skin that's, you know, way down here, and that's now on the top of the jawbone, which makes it very easy to get to. It is very difficult to get your blade down here, and a little scary. So and that gets there, and then I've got this little hollow here, so if I pull back and up, I can flatten that out. And there we go. Okay. Now we'll go to the other side. Once again, just a stretch here. And then we'll rub a little alum on my fingers so I can get a little better grip. And then good stretch. Okay. And then the rest of it, I'm just going to go with the grain. Well, actually I'll go across here. I didn't really stretch this up like I did that side, so we'll get that. Get that hollow. Makes all the difference in the world. Okay. Remembering to pull with the elbow. Leave the wrist locked. The only time I really use the wrist is when I'm coming in here. You know, when I'm going from this angle to go here. There, I use an angle You know, I kind of pivot my wrist there, but I try not to do it at any other spot during the shave. You can also, if you find that you didn't really get some spots, you know, let me put a little water on here just to get some slickness. You can stretch, you know, this way. Let me get alum again, not really moving. So you can stretch this way and kind of move your skin over, and that gives you a different angle there. You know, I mean, your skin's very pliable. You can move it anywhere you like pretty much. Oh. This is a wonderful razor. I'm so incredibly happy with it and the honing job on it. Let's see, this is where you would pivot. You're going down here and then trying to get under there. That's the only time that I'm using my wrist. See, just to get that. All right, now I'm just going to check and see how I did, touch up any spots if I need them. Let's see. I get just a couple of spots on my neck. So I'll go ahead and just empty this brush out. Look at that, it's a ton of lather. Nice stuff. I'm still feeling a little woolly like right in here, so I'm just going to touch those up. Really stretching my head up and stretching down here to straighten that skin out. I always say I'm not going against the grain and then I end up doing it anyway. I'm not going to do the whole pass though, just these couple spots. Good stretch. Nice. Got everything. You can still hear some stuff going up this way. Obviously I didn't go against the grain, but going down, I mean, it's just super smooth. I'm very happy with that. So let's get cleaned up. Get some aftershave on and some balm and call it a day. Please like and subscribe. We'll see if we can get more than 40 or so subscribers. All right, alum block. A little irritation right here at the jawline. Still working on getting that angle right. I'll get it. Certainly is a whole lot longer learning curve with a straight razor than there is a DE razor, in my experience. DE razor felt, fairly natural. I mean, it's not that much different than using a cartridge razor, except, it doesn't have that pivoting head with the blade angle already set for you. You have to do that yourself, but, it's not that much different. And then your safety razor has the safety bar in front of the blade there, so that will help you get away with some indiscretions as well. The straight razor does not have any of that. You figure it out, or you will pay. And I have paid, but I've been lucky to not have any kind of real big cut. I mean, some weepers, but no real cut. Consequently enough for those that saw my episode where I cut my ear, and that was with a safety razor. I love this splash. This is quickly becoming in my top 2 or 3 splashes. I love it. Great stuff. Finish up with some Nivea. Guess I can give you a little better look at it. I use it very often, so if you don't see it very well, just check any of my other videos and you'll pretty much see this, or Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Mysterium Serum. Those are basically the 2 that I use all the time. I love them both. This balm's kind of a lighter and lighter consistency when it's really cold outside, or my face really needs some nourishment. I'll definitely go with the Mysterium Serum. It's really, really good stuff. And I'm going to finish with Layton by Parfums de Marly. And there's a ton of notes here, so I wrote them down. The top notes are bergamot, lavender, apple, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are violet, jasmine, and geranium, and the base notes are guaiac wood, patchouli, sandalwood, cardamom, vanilla, pepper. Really, really beautiful. The cardamom goes extremely well with the almond from the soap, and the cream part of it is really nice with the vanilla, and the mandarin orange in there mixes really well with the Tangerine Dream. It's a lot of scent notes all together, but it just works, and I love it. So here we go, Fragrance Decant Boutique. And I'm just lying around today, so just adding a couple of sprays. I don't need a large sillage or a large projection because it's just my family here and I don't want to choke them out. So thank you guys again for joining me for another shave. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you subscribing and liking the videos. Give me some more comments. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Criticism is good. That's how I learn. So have a great Sunday, guys. See you next time.